From Reg Sherman Field at Crescent Stadium, it's the Division I state quarterfinals as this evening a pair of District 9 5A rivals square off in the first of a best-of-3 series for the right to go to the state tournament at Sulphur as the Holy Cross Tigers battle the Brother Martin Crusaders. And a pleasant good evening to you, Ken Trahan, along with the coach, Danny Ream, on a very nice night for baseball here, and two teams that don't really need any introductions. They know each other quite well, having faced each other continuously year after year, at least twice, if not more, including twice earlier this season. They split their regular season matchups. Holy Cross winning 16-8 at Tiger Park, and Brother Martin winning 8-2 in a game played here at Crescent Stadium. So they have split. When you look at these two teams on balance, Brother Martin comes in having won 5 consecutive games. They are 18-14 overall, and the Crusaders earned the 4th seed in the Division I bracket as a result. Holy Cross comes in with a record of 20-13-1. They did have a tie against defending state champion Central earlier this year. And the Tigers of Cass Hargis have played very solid baseball throughout the balance of the season. Holy Cross won its opening round series over Scotlandville, sweeping a pair of games. And Brother Martin had an easy time with McKinley in their opening round series. Of course, those series were regional rounds because there is no by-district round on the select side of the Division I playoffs. You got that? It's a mouthful. Danny Ream with me now. And Danny, again, two teams we're very familiar with, two teams that are very familiar with each other.
Yeah, the Catholic League playoffs basically is where we're at in this thing with Holy Cross and Brother Martin squaring off. And it should be a heck of a series. Both of these clubs are feeling good right now. They both had very, I wouldn't say easy, but lower level type opponents in that opening series. So I'm sure they're excited about playing each other in an exciting environment and a very big game, obviously, trying to get out to Sulphur to the Final Four, to the semifinal round of the Division I bracket. Two big arms on the mound tonight. So it should be a good one, Ken.
Well, when you look at the regular season matchups, as I mentioned, a pair of games that were really not competitive. An 8-run win for Holy Cross, a 6-run win for Brother Martin. I think it's safe to say that Holy Cross has been a consistently good offensive team all year long. Brother Martin, a team that really took a while to find its stride, but when it did, it played its best baseball at the end of the season.
And that's the unique thing about the Division I bracket is that everybody gets in, all 13 teams get in. So as a coach, it's not like it used to be where, district games are huge because you had to finish in the top 3, and before that even sometimes just the top 2, and you're going way back into the Catholic League history, but definitely where you had to probably be in the top 3 in order to make the playoffs. That's completely out of the picture now. You're in the playoffs, so it's all about trying to stay healthy and peak at the right time and play your best baseball late in the year. And both of these teams are playing good baseball here late in the year. And as you mentioned, Brother Martin really kind of came on and came into their own from about midway through the year on.
Let's pass along the starting lineups for this evening's Game 1. For the Holy Cross Tigers, 20-13-1. They were 8-4 in the Catholic League under the direction of Cass Hargis, leading it off in right field. Ashton Goldring batting second at short. Alex Wiltz hitting third, and catching is Chris Collette. The cleanup hitter and third baseman is Frank Timpany. Batting fifth in center field, Brian Broussard. Hitting sixth and pitching, Mikey Ricks. Batting seventh, the DH, Blake Lewis. Hitting eighth in left field is Cade Simpson. Batting ninth at second base, Adrian Aguiar. And Nico Saltafamaggio, not batting, will play first base. Goldring, Wiltz, and Collette. Timpany, Broussard, and Ricks. Lewis, Simpson, and Aguiar. Saltafamaggio at first. For Brother Martin, record of 18-14. They were 7-5 in the Catholic League under the direction of Jeff Lupo. Leading off at shortstop, Brady Faust. Hitting second in center field, Joe Delaney. Batting third at first base, Trey Morgan. Cleanup hitter, third baseman, Zach Repath. Batting fifth, the DH is Brendan Stuprich. Hitting sixth, the right fielder, Brendan Brown. Batting seventh at second base will be Ethan Moser. Hitting eighth and catching, Jake Dickinson. Batting ninth in left field is Cole Strombo, and on the mound will be Brandon Bonora. It will be Faust, Delaney, and Morgan, Repath, Stuprich, and Brown, Moser, Dickinson, and Strombo with Bonora on the mound. Brother Martin, the home team, is the higher seed in their white uniforms. Crimson numerals trimmed in yellow gold. Crimson socks and the two-tone caps. Holy Cross in their road grays, pinstripes, navy blue, caps, navy blue numerals. So a clear delineation between the look of the two teams, which is always helpful. We certainly appreciate that. And again, as they finish introducing the two teams, we'll have the prayer and then the national anthem. So fans are being asked to rise as we speak. And it's time for the invocation to be followed by the national anthem as we'll listen in.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Lord God, we thank you for this beautiful evening and for this great game of baseball. We ask that you bless and protect our athletes, coaches, umpires, and fans, and give us all the grace of good sportsmanship. We ask that your heavenly light shine down upon us, and that your healing and protecting grace be with us always. We ask all of this mindful of your presence with us through the heart of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Ameter Kor Jesu, love be the heart of Jesus. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Ken Trahan with Danny Ream. And Danny, starting with the obvious, how important is game one in a best-of-3 series?
Oh, it's huge. From a momentum standpoint, from just a comfort level of knowing that going into day two, you just have to play 500 baseball and you're advancing. So it's really big. It's important. You definitely want to win the first game. It gives you a little cushion, a little room for error on day two. So it's always nice to have in a playoff environment to be able to come out on the second day and just be able to go out there and play the game.
Well, the defensive alignment for Brother Martin, left to right outfield, Strombo, Delaney, Brown. Left to right infield, Repath, Faust, Moser, and Morgan Dickinson doing the catching. And on the mound, Danny is the right-hander, Brandon Bonora. He's been their most solid pitcher this year with an 8-1 record, a 3.54 earned run average, 13 appearances, 57 in the third innings. He's allowed 59 hits, 36 runs, 29 earned. He's walked 17, struck out 58, so the strikeout numbers are quite good.
Yeah, they're really good. He's a dominant type arm once he gets going. And, you know, the interesting thing about playoff baseball is there's a nerve factor. Even though these two teams know each other, they played each other in the regular season, this is to advance to the semifinals. This is to get your club out to Sulphur. So there's definitely a little bit more out there today, and we'll see how both of these starting pitchers handle that and who can settle in, because a lot of times against good arms, the best time to get them is early. So you really, as a starting pitcher in a playoff type game, want to be able to come out right from the get-go, ready to make your pitches, ready to locate, ready to get after it.
Ready to roll, and here is Ashton Goldring to lead it off. First pitch of the ball game is right down the middle, and we're underway at 5:34, or 4 minutes late for those of you paying close attention. 0-1 to Goldring at 326, no homers. He's driven in 3, grounds it to short. Faust gobbles it, throws it, got him. That's how this game begins, with a 6-3 put out to retire Goldring at first base. And that will bring up Alex Wiltz, the shortstop. Wiltz comes in at 410, no homers and 16 RBI. These are two good offensive teams. Holy Cross bats 294 as a team. Brother Martin bats 304. First pitch, Wiltz took it high for a ball. And I think that illustrates the the one question mark about both, and that is pitching quality or pitching depth. Their pitching is solid, but it's not outstanding on either side. Foul back, it's 1-1 because, Danny, both of these teams can hit. They can both score.
Yeah, they both have really good offenses. They play a similar brand of baseball offensively on both sides. Both coaches, Cass Hodges for Holy Cross and Jeff Lupo for Brother Martin, like to apply pressure offensively.
Brady Faust is a busy young man. He'll throw out his second of the inning. So Faust, 1 out away from tying an all-time record. 2 gone. Here's Chris Collette, the catcher. And Collette's had a brilliant year at .426 with 5 home runs as well.
Well, this is the kind of start
and 38 RBI
that you want if you're Brandon Benur, if you're Coach Lupo. You know, in a playoff type environment, we talked about those nerves, but going out there, pumping strikes, guys making plays, and just ready to play the game right from the start.
Toward third, foul. Holy Cross coming out swinging early in the count, aren't they?
Yeah, that's, historically, that's what Holy Cross is going to do. They come out aggressive, ready to go. They're a club that likes to force the issue offensively. They're aggressive at the plate. When they get on the bases, they're aggressive as far as stealing bases, laying down bunts, drag bunting, squeeze bunting, doing a lot of things to apply pressure.
Again, chopping at foul third base side. It's 0-2. Lights are on already here at Greg Sherman Field, Kirsch Rooney Stadium. No balls and 2 strikes just underway here. First of a best-of-3 series, quarterfinals, 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, he went, I believe. No, he didn't. Close. They appealed. No call. Brother Martin thought they had him struck out, but Collette able to just hold up his swing, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
If he would have made contact, it would have been a double. I think Holy Cross got away with one right there.
1-2. Hard to third, knocked down. Repath won't recover. So Collette is aboard. A hard struck ball will go as an error on the third baseman, Repath, and the first base runner for the Tigers is Collette. And now Frank Timpany will bat, and now we'll watch the wheels in motion. Holy Cross will run and run and run. Timpany, 360, a homer, and 18 driven in on the season. And we'll watch Collette, a new supply of balls coming out. That'll make things delayed for the moment. 17 stolen bases for Collette in 19 attempts. Holy Cross has swiped 107 of 129 attempts. Gives you a pretty good idea, and that's why you see a throw to first right away. They will get your attention. You must have a pitcher that will hold runners and a catcher that can throw some. Runs on the first pitch. Throw is a good one, but he outran the ball. Stolen base for Collette, and he's in scoring position just like that. 18 stolen base for Chris.
That's how fast this game can change. You get the questionable call on the check swing. It goes Holy Cross's way, and the next thing you know, they got a runner in scoring position. Can change very, very quickly.
No balls and a strike on Timpany. Good left-handed hitter. Open stance. He'll close it up some when the pitch is on the way, as is common in this day and age. Bunted it. And Dickinson throws him out. A surprise there with a runner in scoring position. No runs, no hits, an error, 1 stranded. It's on to the bottom of the first with no score. Brother Martin coming to the plate. A little bit of a surprise there from a cleanup hitter with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, I think he saw the third baseman back with 2 outs, as he should have been, and was trying to get that more down the third base line, but really just got it back towards the pitcher. So that really wasn't good placement there. I don't think that's what Frankie was trying to do. I think he wanted to go up the line and just didn't get it done.
So the Tigers take to the field in the bottom of the first inning, and Holy Cross left to right outfield of Simpson, Broussard, Goldring. Left to right infield, Timpany, Wiltz, Aguilar, Salter, Formaggio. The catcher, Collette, and on the mound, the senior right-hander, Mikey Ricks. Well, Ricks is the consummate competitor, and he really has assumed this number 1 role for this team in terms of their starting pitching. 11 appearances, all starts, 7-4 record, 3.62 earned run average. 60 innings pitched, 58 hits allowed, 36 runs, 31 of which have been earned. He's walked 25, struck out 49 on the year. And again, the best way to describe Ricks, he is a bulldog. He will compete from start to finish. And that's why Cass Hart just loves having him on the mound in a situation like this. Like Benora, not overpowering. He's a location guy, but here's the thing about Ricks. Much like Benora, they'll come at you. They don't have any fear. And that's so important, Danny, for a pitcher at this level.
Absolutely. He gave him a great performance in the opening round series against Scotlandville. Really threw well in that game, allowing Holy Cross to get that big opening win of the last series. So trying to do it again here today. No doubt that he's going to compete out there and give it his all.
Ready to go. The Crusaders will send Brady Faust to the plate, the junior at 369. No home runs and 17 RBI for Brady. Injured last year. He's come back with a vengeance this year, and he's really made this a better baseball team. First pitch, missing away. 1 ball and no strikes. To left, slicing, it is a foul ball. Off of the bat of Faust. Running hard all the way, though. You like that. And the count evens at 1-1. Don't assume, unless you're 1,000% sure that ball's foul. He did not. It was foul. Got his workout in. Reclaims his bat. And he's ready to step in again. A ball and a strike. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1. Swung and fouled it back. Looked like a off-speed pitch, and it's 1-2.
It looked like a changeup that he actually left up in his zone and kind of got away with one right there with Faust only fouling it back into the net. Got to be careful leaving that pitch up there.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Brady Faust. And again, left side, foul. A little bit late, holding at 1-2. Delaney on deck. As mentioned, lights on to start the game. They got Faust played the other way here. And there's a ton of room down the right field line. I mean, just a ton of room. If you would elect to go that way. Down and in. That's the kind of pitch you can do it with. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weather's fine. Partly cloudy, 83 degrees. Relative humidity, 55%. Wind is negligible. East-southeast at 3. Forget about it. To left, you knew he was going that way, didn't you? So did the left fielder who makes the catch. So 1 gone as Simpson hadn't played that way. Look, they hadn't played right. He was going that way the whole time, and Simpson had a relatively easy play.
Yeah, a lot of scouting reports on guys at this point in the year, and then obviously these two teams being in the same district already, having played a couple of times, and just knowing these guys over the years from so many common appearances against each other. They knew what they wanted to do with Faust there, and it worked out.
Joe Delaney hits it up the middle off for Ricks, and that's the shortstop. Can't get it. That'll be a base hit. Even if Wiltz comes up with it, I don't think he gets Delaney. What a year Delaney has had. I mean, he has just put together a terrific season for the Crusaders.
First baseman, number 12.
Ball was hit hard right back up the middle, right where it came from. His brother Martin a runner on with 1 out.
Here's Trey Morgan to the plate, the talented sophomore. 353, 2 home runs, and 18 RBI for Morgan. Here's the thing you need to understand about Morgan. He's only played in 12 games. Was hurt much of the year. He's got 18 RBI in 12 games, Danny. Tells you a little bit about his ability.
That's outstanding.
Morgan taps it, and that is a fair ball, and now it kicks foul. Knew that was going to be in front of the plate, but it took that little kick and went foul, which probably was beneficial for the Tigers, because it would have been a very tough play for Collette. It's no balls and a strike.
Oh, yeah, Morgan was getting down the line. He was definitely going to be on if that ball would have stayed fair. That was undoubtedly a break for Holy Cross that the ball went foul.
No balls and 1 strike. Snap throw to first to chase Joe Delaney back. Joe is their best base stealer. 21 steals on the year in 24 attempts. Brother Martin has swiped 85 out of 98. That's a really good percentage. Ooh, he just missed at the knees, inside edge. Pretty good pitch by Ricks. But a ball called, and it's 1-1. And you saw Collette frame that thing. He held it. for the extra second or so trying to get the call, which was not forthcoming. Changeup missed away. 2 balls and a strike. Showing Morgan the entire arsenal. Up and down, in and out. And you really have to, don't you?
Got to be careful here. Got to be careful with this guy. What a good-looking player.
2 balls and a strike. Got Morgan deeper and slightly to pull, at least in center. Not so much in right. To the left side, off of Timpany. Morgan is going to reach, and both runners are safe. Hard struck ball. Base hit for Trey Morgan. 2 on, 1 out. And a chance for Zach Repath.
Brother Martin putting the ball in play hard, challenging the defense, and it's working out well for him.
Zach Repath at .341, a homer, 27 driven in. Crusaders making good contact here in the bottom of the first against Ricks.
No doubt all 3 hitters so far in the inning hitting the ball well. Going all the way back to Faust's fly out to left.
Missing away. Repath gets ahead. This is the first of our webcasts this weekend. We'll be busy. Tell you more about that here shortly. 1 ball and no strikes. Repath. High and out of play. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. We will have game 2 of the series between 3rd seed St. Paul's and 6th seed Jesuit for you tomorrow live here at CrescentCitySports.com at 2 p.m. And then we may have a game 3 of either one of these series depending on what transpires. That's called to be announced, play it by ear, but we will have a game 3 if one exists. Collette just trying to show that he's paying attention. No chance to get Delaney. 2 balls and a strike. What will happen is if they go to 3 games in Covington between St. Paul's and Jesuit, we will have game 3 for you live from Heap Field. If they go 2 games and this one goes 3, we'll make it back here to Kirsch-Rooney and have the 3rd and deciding game for you tomorrow. The 2-1. And now it's 3 balls and a strike. Repath in a good position. Stuprich on deck. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Well, starting pitching is so important in the playoffs, and Ricks looks like he's still trying to find himself here in the first.
Got that one by him, and it's full 3-2. Money pitch here, 3-2 with 2 on. Let's see how Jeff Lupo plays it. Does he have confidence that his hitter can put it in play or take a ball to start the runners? We'll see. Three balls and 2 strikes. Runners lead. There they go. Pitches a ball, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Brennan Stuprich. A big chance for Brother Martin here. And you're right, Rick's struggling here in the first inning.
Yeah, he hasn't really settled in, and that was obviously something that we spoke about. Is you see it so often is that starting pitchers, if you're going to get to them, the good arms, if you're going to get to them, you got to get to them early before they settle in. It does not look like Mikey has settled in yet. See if Brother Martin can take advantage.
Pitch is hit into right center field. Long run, and it's going to be over his head. 1 run is home. Second runner for the plate. The throw is going to beat him, and he is out at home plate. Big collision. Collette holds on. Great throw, and he's out. That's a big out obtained by Holy Cross to really stay out of a big inning, Danny.
Yeah, that's a huge play there, and you could tell that they were going to have him pretty easily at the plate with a good throw. He was out, and I tell you what, pretty lucky we didn't have an ejection right there, because, I mean, at the high school level, you've got to slide, and kind of bold to catch your Collette over on that play.
Well, Collette's a big, strong guy. He took the hit.
You don't see too many plays at the plate like that in high school baseball. That's a rare sight.
So it goes as a base hit for Stuprich and an RBI. Runners out at the plate. Now the Cass Hardis is talking exactly about that with the umpire. Good relay. 8-6-3 put out. Runners end up at second and third with 2 outs.
The ball was already to the cut man when the runner was just coming around third base. So, I mean, Holy Cross with plenty of time to make a good throw and get that second guy, keeping it at 1. So this is the big spot here. If you can keep it at 1, you got to feel pretty good about it.
Brendan Brown, 289, no homers, and 20 driven in. High ball. You said it earlier, they play similar. They're both very aggressive on the base paths, and that time it really backfired on Brother Martin. They've got a pitcher on the ropes here, and they ran into an out on the bases.
Yep.
1 ball and no strikes. And it's 1-1. Brown, veteran player, he's been through it. The senior's been a solid player for this program for Mark Wisniewski and now for Jeff Lupo. One pitch. Strike over the outside edge. It's 1-2.
Big spot here. If Ricks can get out of this, only giving up 1, he's going to settle in. He's got to feel good. Obviously very loose at this point. He's thrown a lot of pitches this inning, so it's a big spot right here.
Stretch to the plate. Towards short. Wiltz, a hop, has to get rid of it and made a strong throw. So Tigers get out of it, allowing just the 1 run. They do it on 3 hits. No errors, 2 men left. We've played 1. Brother Martin 1. Holy Cross nothing. The Division I playoffs continuing in a moment here at CrescentCitySports.com. On to the second inning. It is a 1-0 game. Ken Trahan, Danny Ream. This portion of Crescent City Sports Prep Baseball is presented by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 35 years. Transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. Ryan Broussard leads it off against Benura, takes it away for a ball. 13th pitch by Benura. 9 have been strikes. Looked good in the first. Ricks and Lewis to follow. Broussard 22 RBI with his .299 batting average. Took that away. It's 2-0. Well, Brother Martin had a shot for a big inning there and did not have it. Lost a runner on the bases. And now it's 3-0 to Broussard. Broussard will take a pitch here. And it's 3-1.
Well, Holy Cross is really dangerous when they can get a leadoff man on. When they get a leadoff man on, that really allows them to work their offense.
Right side and out of play, and it is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Key to facing Holy Cross is you really want to focus and do your absolute best to try to get their leadoff hitter out every inning.
Right side again and playable. Right fielder toward the line, fair territory. Putting it away is Brown for out number 1. So But Nora was behind 3-0 and came back to get a good hitter in Broussard.
Yeah, it's a nice job of continuing to compete, filling up the zone. You know, Kirsch-Rooney's a big park. Plays very large to the gaps and to center. You can't get it out down the line, but usually at this level, most hits are going to stay inside the confines.
Beautiful bunt here. Can't do it any better than that. Base hit from Mikey Ricks. Again, this is a kid that plays winning baseball. He just plays the game. He'll do whatever it takes for his team to succeed and win. And now he'll get a runner. And you know what? Knowing that kid, he doesn't like that either. He wants to play, but he needs to get a rest here. Gavin Schultz will run for him. So the speed improves. And here's Blake Lewis.
So kind of getting back to what I was talking about is most of the time at this level, the ball is going to stay inside the ballpark here at Kirsch-Rooney. So for a pitcher, you want to fill the zone up. You want to pitch to contact. You want to let your defense play.
Throw to first to chase Schultz back. Another throw over there. And again, you'll see a lot of this with Holy Cross playing. Schultz 6 of 7 in stolen bases on the season. And yet a third throw to first. Might have a pitch here. We do. And it's straight up. And out of play. No balls and a strike on Lewis. Again, well, they've been swinging at a lot of first pitches, Danny.
Very aggressive offensively.
Winner of this series will play the winner of the series between top seed and defending state champion John Curtis Christian and Bird. Curtis won it easily in game 1. Game I covered, 12-2. Throw to first, runner back. Stepped out on him. Curtis about to wrap up Bird. They're leading 9-1 in the top of the 7th. There's the 5th throw to first. And Schultz is back. So Benura's pitching a game to first base here.
Keeping an eye on him. They know Cass Hodges likes to get his guys in motion.
And make it 6 throws over there. A Curtis game. Curtis has 3 innings with 3 runs each. Boy, they can really hit the baseball. No fun to play against the way they swing the bats. And it breaks out all over in their lineup. There's a 7th throw to first. And just to give you some example, it's Colin Guggenheim, their 9-hole hitter with 3 hits today. Logan Stevens with 4 RBI. Cade Beloso with 3 more. No surprise there. Jay Curtis, who earlier today signed with Dayton to play baseball and possibly football, he has a couple of RBI in that game. And, of course, it's Ian Landreneau on the mound. So that's your second guy, right? The guy that pitched a no-hitter in the state championship game last year. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yep. That's the definition
Runner
of
goes. Throw down is not in time. Boy, it was close. Bounced a nice pick on the throw down by Moser. That was close. Jeff Lupo asking to make sure. Good release by Dickinson. He had a quick release there. Bounced it, but it was accurate. Schultz, his 7th stolen base.
Wow. That was really close.
0-2, down and out. So now you know why they threw over to first base 7 times.
Yep, they knew it was just a matter of time.
Unless they can steal your signs, would you consider a pitch out in that situation? It's an option, right?
Yeah, it's definitely an option.
1-2. And Holden wanted to know, we had the opportunity there to see just what a running game could do to an opponent. Both the shortstop Faust and the second baseman Moser were still moving radically when that pitch was made. Concerned about keeping Schultz close. That can really mess with your defense. 1-2. And a nice pitch by Benura. Got him swinging. Lewis down on strikes for the second out. Cade Simpson to the plate. So John Curtis is going to advance
Left fielder,
to Sulphur.
5, Cade Simpson.
Simpson, the left fielder at 208. 1 homer, 13 driven in. From the belt to the plate. Good swing at that pitch again. First pitch swinging, a familiar theme.
Oh, with 2 outs, you need to be aggressive in there because you're trying to get that big 2-out hit. So if you get something you like, you need to be hacking.
Has driven in 13 as mentioned. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Benura staying away. These left-handed hitters, they need to be thinking left center gap. He wants to go out there, go with it.
To center, carrying, and that's over his head. Delaney was incredibly shallow. He pays a heavy price. So does Brother Martin. On his way to third, Simpson. He is standing with a triple, and this game is tied.
Well, that's exactly what I just mentioned. As you could tell that Brother Martin is trying to stay away from the left-handed hitters in his Holy Cross lineup, and when an opponent is doing that, you want to take it right back where it came from, opposite field gap, and that's what Simpson was able to do right there. Tie the ball game up at 1 with the triple, and now he's 90 feet away from Holy Cross being able to take the lead here with 2 outs. A big 2-out spot here.
Adrian Aguilar will bat. Aguilar, the second baseman, at 191. No home runs on the year for Aguilar. Took it down and away for ball 1. He does have 16 RBI. Hit hard up the middle, and Holy Cross takes a 2-1 lead. Bottom of the lineup coming through in huge fashion for the Tigers of Cass Hargis. Aguilar with his 17th run driven in. Tigers lead it 2-1.
Number 1, Ashton Goldberg.
Nice job. Right back through the middle. Big 2-out performances here. You get into playoff baseball, what you can do with 2 outs is a big deal.
Down and out. Goldring grounded this short his first time. Another throw to first. As mentioned, get used to that. Toward the hole. Faust to second. Nice play on both ends. Faust and Moser, they get the force. Inning over. Tigers with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. And they strand a runner. Their second left in the game. We're on to the bottom of the second. Holy Cross 2, Brother Martin 1 at CrescentCitySports.com. Bottom of the second inning, 2-1 in favor of Holy Cross. Ken Trahan, Danny Ream, and here for the Crusaders. In the bottom of the second, Ethan Moser will be followed by Jake Dickinson and Cole Strombo against Mikey Ricks, who struggled in the first but got out of it with just 1 run. Now he's been given the lead. See how he handles that. Moser has really been good for Brother Martin. Took it away for ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes. Moser at .448. No homers, 12 RBI. Good pitch inside corner at the knees. It's 1-1.
Well, Ricks has got the lead now. We'll see if he'll settle in here. Start feeling it up there on the bump.
Bounced it, and it's 2 balls and a strike. We see more than ever this year, in all the games that I've done and covered, more outfielders playing more shallow, especially in this ballpark. And we've seen them get burned. It happened there a moment ago. Strike call. And the reasoning for that, or the rationale, Danny, is that this is a big ballpark. And you want to challenge them to hit it over your heads. Problem is, if it happens, it's going to turn into something big. That turned into 2 runs.
If it gets over your head here, base runners are running.
Hard hit. Nice pick. Wiltz. Strong arm. That looked easy, didn't it? Really good play by Alex Wiltz. Don't you like seeing that?
Good middle infield, a good player, making a tough one look easy. Absolutely. Nice stab there at shortstop and a strong throw across.
And that pitch was up in the zone ahead in the count. Ricks has been unable to really locate the way he wants early, and he's not a power pitcher. Jake Dickinson, the catcher, 226, no homers, 6 driven in. Fastball away, and maybe a little up as well. As mentioned, the lights were on to start the game on a partly cloudy to cloudy evening in New Orleans. Here is the 1-0, and it's 1-1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. In on his hands and down and easy for whom? Second baseman. Aguilar puts it away for the second out. Good location there by Ricks, and that's the result.
Left fielder, number 21.
Got him up underneath it, easy pop up on the infield, so this is a better inning so far for Mikey.
Cole Strombo will bat. Strombo, the left fielder, at 237. He has no home runs and 9 driven in. Left-handed swinger. In the air, first base side. He's going to beat this. Base hit. Nobody there. Once Salta Famaggio came for it, Aguilar's got to get over there, and he was late getting there. I'm not sure they would have been able to get him anyway. It just turned out to be perfectly placed by Strombo. Maybe not the way he planned it, but perfectly placed.
Yep, absolutely. Perfect spot. Really hard to defend that.
Brady Faust bats with 2 outs, flew out to left his first time. So no clean sheet thus far for either pitcher in 2 innings. Strombo back to first on the throw over. Cole has swiped 4 bases in 5 attempts. And it is no balls and a strike on Faust. Ricks does look more comfortable here in the second.
Well, getting the lead definitely helps. Getting out of the jam in the first helps. You know, and most good arms will settle in after an inning or 2 if they're not ready to go right out of the pen. Well, you got to get them early. If you don't get them early, a lot of times you don't get them.
John Curtis still batting in the top of the 7. Now they're up 10-1 on Bird. Can't run rule them because it's in the 7. But for all intents and purposes, it's over. Left side again. And again, Simpson hasn't played that way. So an easy chance, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, a runner stranded. That's 3 left for Brother Martin. We've played 2, and it remains Holy Cross 2 and Brother Martin 1 at CrescentCitySports.com. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors,
Leading off for the Tigers,
and
number
2 left for
two,
Holy Cross.
Alex
1
Wilkes.
run, 4 hits, 1 error, 3 left for Brother Martin. As we head to the 3rd inning, and it will be the heart of the order, 2, 3, and 4 for the Tigers against Brandon Benura. Alex Wilkes, Chris Collette, Frank Timpany. Benura 30 pitches through 2 innings. He's fanned 1. Wilkes grounded to short his first time and swings at the first one here and grounds to third. Easy chance repath, 1 pitch, 1 out. Again, the aggressiveness early in the count by Holy Cross.
Yep, they're up there trying to force the issue, make something happen, and make it happen fast.
Number 4,
That's
Chris
the way they
Collette.
play, and that's, like I said earlier, believe me, it's a big out when you can get that leadoff guy out, because it kind of takes away their bunting game a little bit when you can get that leadoff man out.
Chris Collette reached on an error his first time. Smashed. How many will he get here? Has speed, rounds first, on his way to second. Collette's going to round second and stop. So a double for Chris Collette here in the 3rd with 1 out. Well struck ball.
That's big there, because that kind of erases the leadoff man being retired with the extra base hit there. So now you've got a man in scoring position, just 1 out. So that's
Number
almost like the
7,
leadoff man
Frank
getting on and butting him
Timpany.
over and away, with Collette delivering with the double there. He really rifled that one right down the line.
Frank Timpany out catcher to first on a bunt to end the 1st inning.
Yeah, he needs to be in there looking to get a big hit right here.
Same situation, runner at second. I'll bet he's swinging here. Big swing at that.
Swinging for the trees.
No balls and a strike. That was an Ed Daniels swing there. Just let the air out and miss everything. There's another one, 0-2.
Well, they're staying away from Frankie right now. They're out on the outer black or even off the plate, and he's just kind of spinning off of it, taking big hacks. He needs to focus back through the middle here, score that guy, get you the big base hit.
On 0-2. Breaker down, 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, Mr. Eddie D, you got Friday night fastball tonight? There we go. We take care of him. 11 p.m. on NOLA 38, midnight on ABC 26. Tap foul back to the screen. Of course, you can read Ed's outstanding work on a regular basis at CrescentCitySports.com. That's CrescentCitySports.com, where you're at now. Outstanding contributor. On 1-2, Timpany took it down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jesuit and St. Paul's tied 2-2 in Covington. Time call.
It's so big if you can win that first game of these series, to where you can go into day 2 knowing you just got to take 1 out of 2.
Three balls and 2 strikes on Timpany. Broussard on deck. Benura ready, payoff. And he walked him. So Timpany battled back. Good at bat. 2 on, 1 out. Gets Brian Broussard to the plate. Flew out to right his first time.
Number 8, Brian Broussard.
There's Broussard. Up and away. And that will prompt a visit. Mike Capo to the mound to have a word with Benura. I think it's safe to say that even though the records are good, both of these pitchers have done a good job. Neither one of these teams has that one overwhelming guy that can go out and just blow people away. As we've seen in years past, with both of these programs, they have good, solid, competitive guys. But you're going to have to play defense, and you're going to have to score a few runs, typically speaking. And I think this game already looks like that type of game.
Yeah, this game's already, the way it looks, shaping up to be a, 6-4, 7-5 type of ball game. I don't think you're going to keep runs from finding their way on the board over the course of 7 innings. So, you want to maximize your opportunities offensively when you get them, and on the other side, you got to throw a lot of strikes and play good defense.
Runners go, ground ball toward the hole. Faust, he's going to try to throw him out, and he won't get him. A base hit. Bases loaded, 1 out. Aggressive baseball pays off for Cass Hargis again, because the only real shot there is to get the force, but with the runners going, no chance to do that.
No chance to go there. Only play was across. Faust made it as close as you could probably make it right there, showing off a very strong arm in the hole, but not able to get it there in time, and this is a big spot. We just talked about maximizing offensive opportunities, and this is a chance for Ricks to really help himself right here.
Mikey singled his first time and cranks it into left center field out of the gap. That ball is caught. Fantastic catch by Delaney. Runner tags and scores. Holy Cross is up 3-1. Magnificent play by Delaney. That could have been 2, maybe 3 runs if it gets by him. What a play by Joe Delaney. I was talking about just how good he's been this year. Look at this.
A lot of good things happen right there on both sides. Delaney making the big time catch, Sports Center highlight type catch out in center field, but also tip your cap to Mikey Ricks for getting that sac fly up in the air with the bases loaded, keeping it off the ground with bases loaded, less than 2 outs, getting it out to the outfield, and good base running there by Holy Cross, not to get too excited and make sure that on that ball in the air, the guy was back at third base ready to tag and score.
1-0 the count on Blake Lewis. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's fair inside of third. Another run will score. Tigers up 4-1 on a ringing double down the line by Blake Lewis. Good offensive team.
Yep, absolutely. Holy Cross really taking advantage of the table that was set. You always talk about offensively setting the table and giving guys a chance to come up with big at-bats for you, and that's what's happening right here. Holy Cross's hitters are getting it done.
The lead is 3, 6 hits for the Tigers. 2 doubles in the inning. Cade Simpson, who tripled home a run and scored his first time, took it down and in. And again, that play in center field, how large does that loom now? This game could have gotten out of hand pretty quickly. 1-0 the count. To right like a shot. Will played another run. And it gets by the right fielder. On his way to second, and there easily is Simpson, who's hit the ball incredibly hard twice. It's a base hit and an error. And Holy Cross all over Brother Martin now. 6-1.
Holy Cross hitting missiles here.
6, Adrian
In
Aguilar.
the top of the third inning. They're seeing beach balls right now.
Adrian Aguilar singled home a run, scored a run his first time. They're just hitting up and down the lineup, aren't they?
Yeah, they're hitting it hard. I mean, there's nothing cheap about any of this right now.
Down and out. Runner almost broke, decided not to. 1-0. Down and in, 2-0. Lewis, a 2-run double after the sac fly by Ricks. RBI single by Simpson. Tapper, foul, 2-1. Six to 1 Tigers. The 2-1. This is hit like a shot to left. Long run, reaching up. What a catch. 2 spectacular plays by Brother Martin to save An incredible inning by Holy Cross. Strombo with a brilliant play to end this inning. Tigers do plate 4 in the inning, and they do it on 4 hits with an error and a runner stranded. What a play by Cole Strombo to end this frame. We go to the bottom of the third. 6-1 Holy Cross at CrescentCitySports.com. Bottom of the third, 6-1, Holy Cross on top. And Danny, could have been a lot worse. 4 runs home and 2, I don't want to use the word lightly, 2 spectacular plays by Brother Martin. Delaney in center, Strombo in left. You're not going to see better plays than those.
No, the Brother Martin outfield is the only reason they still have a chance in this game. If you don't have 2 amazing catches out in the Brother Martin outfield, it's probably about 10-1 right now.
They go to the 6th inning in Covington, 2-2 Jesuit and St. Paul's. Here at 6-1, Tigers going to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Delaney took a ball. Delaney singled and scored. The Brother Martin run in the 1st inning. It was the 35th pitch by Ricks. Now operates with a 5-run lead.
Well, now he's got to feel good up there, pound the zone, let his defense play.
In the air, foul, right side out of play. Off of the bat of Delaney, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
When you've got a 5-run lead and an offense swinging the bat like Holy Cross is swinging it right now, as a pitcher, you just want to fill up the zone and let those guys behind you make a bunch of plays. Challenge hitters, you don't want to give them walks, you don't want to hit guys, you want to get the ball in play as much as possible and play defense.
2 balls and a strike now to Delaney. This guy's such a tough out, has been all season long. Here's the 2-1. Up and away. It's 3 balls and a strike. So Delaney dictates here. Three balls, 1 strike. Strike called. It's 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Delaney. Leading it off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And he checked. Did he go? He did, and he's out. 1 gone. Wow. I'll be honest, I thought they did earlier, and I wasn't thinking that they did there.
I agree with you.
1 gone.
Number 12.
That brings Trey Morgan to the plate, who singled his first time. This portion of Crescent City Sports Prep Baseball is presented by Ye Old College Inn and Rockin' Bowl. Cap off your Jazz Fest weekend at Rockin' Bowl Sunday night with a great blues show featuring Tab Benoit plus Sonny Landreth and Jonathan Boogie Long. That's Sunday night at 8:30 at iconic Rockin' Bowl. I was at College Inn eating dinner Wednesday night. Rockin' Bowl was rocking, and we were watching. 0-1 the count.
You weren't rocking?
Well, my wife wanted to rock. I'm not so much there anymore. 0-2 now. She's ready to dance anytime. She's good at it, too. High and away. Trey Morgan in the 1-2 count. To left, hit well. Left fielder back, and wow. Ends up as a double by Morgan. Didn't quite get there. We've seen outfielders burned in this game continuously and nearly burned with balls over their heads.
The ball was hit well the other way. That shows you the kind of power that Morgan's got. Real physical looking player. He drilled that one the other way over the left fielder's head for a double.
Can't hit it much harder than that, right? Double for Morgan with 1 out. Zach Reedpath walked his first time. Trying to get the Crusaders closer here, trailing by 5 in the third. Pickoff move, and wow, not close. Nice pick by the shortstop, Wiltz. Down and away to Repath. One ball and no strikes. And it's now 1-1. Zach Repath, junior now, started last year for the Crusaders. Good pitch at the knees.
Yeah, dropped that one in there. Tough pitch to do anything with.
One ball and two strikes on Repath. One on and one out here in the third. Rick's pitching. That's going nowhere. The first baseman there. And Salta Famaggio has it for the second out. When you get ahead of the count and you locate well, you get outs.
Yep. Always nice when you get pop-ups on the infield.
Stuprich singled home a run his first trip. Pat's here with 2 outs. It's now John Curtis, 15, Bird 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. They've got 14 hits again today. Just another day at the ballpark, and Mike Miley for the Patriots. Inside a ball. Landreneau's only given up 2 hits in 6 innings. Ripoll allowed just 2 hits yesterday. That's the problem with Curtis. They've got great hitting, but they've got great pitching.
Right.
And oh, by the way, they've got great defense. And oh, by the way, they can run. Other than that, they don't have anything. 1-0 pitch. Foul back. Pitch up in the zone. Stuprich a healthy hack. Unable to connect. 1-1. A ball and a strike. Stuprich, 13 driven in on the season. Here's the 1-1. Down. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike. They're now in the top of the 7th at Heath Field. Jesuit 2, St. Paul's 2. Good game there. We'll be there for game 2 tomorrow live at CrescentCitySports.com. 2 p.m. Ball kicks away, but blocked up the line by Collette, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Go Pelicans tonight. Hope they can get one at home against Golden State.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them get a couple wins in that series. I don't know if winning the series is realistic at this point, but at least take it to 6 to 7 games.
Hard to second. Caroms off the second baseman. Runner for the plate. He will score. And it's a 6-2 game. Safe at first. Hard hit ball. Stuprich delivers and cuts the deficit to 4.
Well, that's what you can't really have if you're Holy Cross. You're scoring runs. You want to put the ball in play. You want to get those chances for your defenders. But you got to make them. If you can't make the plays, then that doesn't work too well. And Brother Martin putting the ball in play hard there, and second baseman Aguilar can't make the play, and now it's 6-2, so they got one of those runs back.
Stuprich has both RBIs on a pair of RBI singles. Here's Brendan Brown, grounded to short to end the first. Throw over. Ball gets away, but only about a foot or two. We said that there would be hits and runs in this game. We're seeing that. 13 hits already. We're in the third inning. Strike called over the outside edge. No balls and a strike on Brendan Brown.
When your opponent scores, you always want to answer back. So, from Brother Martin's standpoint, it's good right here to at least have gotten one.
Back to first. A lot of throwovers on both sides. And another throw over. It's been consistent in that regard. Ricks delivers. Hard, deep, left field, into the corner it is.
Foul ball.
A foul ball. Hit that ball so hard, it just hooked, and you wondered if it could stay fair, but because he hooked it, unable to keep it fair, and it's 0-2.
That's been one of the somewhat concerning, scary type things that you've seen out of Mikey Ricks today, is that when he's tried to flip those off-speed pitches in there, he's left some of them up in the zone, and that was a prime example of one that just kind of floated out over the plate, the old hang 'em bang 'em, and Brendan Brown gave it a ride, but it went foul.
It's Jet a loud strike, and it's 0-2. Ricks delivers outside and low, 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. Stretch in the 1-2, down and out. Runner breaks, nice read. Standing at second as a result is Stuprich in scoring position, and it's 2-2.
Big spot now, kind of came out of nowhere. After Aguilar couldn't make the play on the ground ball earlier, a run scored. Now you've got a man at second in scoring position with 2 outs. If Brother Martin can plate him, they've cut this thing in half. So big spot right here for Martin if they can deliver a big 2-out hit.
2-2, way high. Full 3-2.
You got a base open now, so nothing says that you have to give Brendan Brown anything good to hit right here. The first base now open.
Three balls and 2 strikes. And he threw it by a big strikeout for Ricks. Second of the inning, end of the game. 1 run, 2 hits, a runner stranded. They've left 4. We've played 3. Holy Cross 6 and Brother Martin 2 at CrescentCitySports.com. Kentrey and Danny Ream on to the 4th inning, 6-2 Holy Cross over Brother Martin. And here in the 4th, it will be the top of the order, Ashton Goldring, to be followed by Alex Wilson, Chris Collette. Only 43 pitches in 3 innings for Benura. That's a storyline in itself. Strike called. I think it's an illustration of how often Holy Cross has attacked the first pitch in this game.
Yeah, they've been aggressive. It paid off for them so far with 6 runs and 3 offensive at-bats. And Goldring hits that one hard at Faust.
Oh, look at this play by Faust. We've seen some really good defense in this game. That ball up the middle to his glove side, knocks it in the air, catches it with his bare hand, and throws a strike to first. We've seen some really good defensive plays in this game, particularly by Brother Martin. And they've needed it because otherwise that score would be escalated. Larger, bigger, you know what I mean? Strike call.
Should be some nice highlights later tonight on Friday Night Fastball in this ball game.
I think we're plugging him too much here. 0-1 the count. We love him, actually. And it's a ball down. It's 1-1. What's the name of that show again?
I think it's Friday Night Fastball.
That's the show that Joe Sherman does. Is that right?
That's the one.
I just wanted to make sure. 1-1 the count. High. It's 2-1.
They're going to have all kinds of highlights in this one. Diving catches, big hits, doubles, triples, diving catches, big hits.
2 balls and a strike.
Exciting 3 innings.
To right field and playable. Brown had him playing right. 2 gone. This is what Benura needs, a quiet inning. Chris Collette bats. He's got other ideas. Reached on an error in the first, ripped a double, scored a run in the third.
When you're down, you got to put zeros up. That's the only way you can get back in it. You can't allow the opponent to continuously score and have any kind of chance to come back. So absolutely that Brother Martin needs to start putting some zeros up there and then get their offensive game going a little bit better.
Collette took it down. Jeff Curtis decided to give Landreneau a rest, giving Chauncey Crum an inning. He's given up 2 runs. Bird's still batting, 15-3 Curtis. In the bottom of the 7th, down and in, it is 2 balls and no strikes. Just an illustration even further of how Holy Cross has put the ball in play early. Only 2 3-ball counts thus far from Benura. And still only 2 3-ball counts. That's a strike. It's 2-1. And they just haven't gone very deep into the count. Haven't had to. Put the ball in play hard and early in the count. Now there's a 3-ball count. 3-1 on Collette. He just had to mess with me. Mess up that great trend of thought I was presenting to the audience. Don't you love when that happens?
All the time. As soon as you say something.
On 3-1, here it is. Hard but foul, and it's full 3-2. They go to the bottom of the 7th, still 2-2, Jesuit and St. Paul's. Over in Covington, game 1 of that best-of-3 series. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Collette. This ball's hit high and deep to left. Back, track, fence, see you later. Chris Collette with a bomb to left over the State Farm sign, and the Holy Cross Tigers have a 7-2 lead. He's awfully good.
He's seeing the ball very well today. He's just absolutely crushing it. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
And that he is the leader on this team. That's 6 home runs this season for Chris Collette.
And a big one there because you erased that run that Brother Martin got in the bottom of the 3rd. You just took that off the board. Back to a 5-run lead.
Here's Timpany, who's walked and scored 0 for 1. Down and in, 1-0.
Anytime you can erase opponents' runs, it's always a good thing.
To the pitcher, Benura knocks it down, lots of time. Underhands at the 1st, inning is over. A run on a hit, nobody left. Bottom of the 4th coming. The Tigers 7 and the Crusaders 2 at CrescentCitySports.com. This portion of the Crescent City Sports Prep Baseball is presented by Riverlands Insurance in Luling. Meeting all your insurance needs, call Riverlands at 1-800-336-4579. Ethan Moser starts in the bottom of the fourth, to be followed by Jake Dickinson and Cole Strombo. Mikey Ricks, 58 pitches in 3 innings. It's been a bit of a struggle. Delivers outside. Moser grounded to short his first time, and good news for a prominent local team against a state power. Danny?
Yeah, the 6th seed in Division II, St. Charles Catholic. This is a final. They beat Turlings Catholic, the 3 seed, 4-1. So that's a big win for Wayne Stein and his club on the road at Turlings Catholic to win that first game.
I really like both De La Salle and St. Charles Catholic as live underdogs on the road. De La Salle just getting underway with St. Thomas More. 2-0 pitch. High, 3 balls and no strikes. So Rick's falling behind Moser here. Brother Martin's put together good offense. Remember, Brother Martin ran into an out that really short-circuited what could have been a big first inning. So they've had base runners and they've hit the ball well, but trail by 5. And that's outside. So it's a 4-pitch walk. That's what Cass Hargis wants to see. Now the formula for Cass Hargis all year has been get 4, maybe 5 at most out of his starters and turn it over to Broussard and Wiltz. So you're in the 4th here. You're in that range now if you're thinking ahead, right?
Absolutely. You're getting close to that chance where, you know, you can go to a guy and kind of shut it down. Or if he feels confident enough in Rick's ability to continue on and his offense to continue to score, might try to see if he can get out of this first game without having to use anybody else. So,
right.
You know, just it depends how the game goes and what it dictates.
Pitch down and out for a ball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0, and it's even up at a ball and a strike. Always nice to see our friend, the coach, Bill Gallagher, in the house. He's really got it going over there. There's the 1-1. Missed away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. So the two PA geniuses are having a discussion over there. Gallagher and Tyler Sherman, or as they are affectionately known, Frick and Frack, right? 2-1 to right, hit hard. Right fielder got turned around but made the play. Goldring made a good read. That's a tough chance. That ball's hit at him and it's slicing hard. And he really handled it well. He never took his eye off of it, even though he kind of got turned.
Definitely the toughest play for an outfielder. A line drive like that where it's coming right at you and it's hard to read. And he did a nice job of starting back, adjusting, staying on the ball the whole time, and making a nice catch there, because that's not an easy play.
Cole Strombo singled his first time. On a bunt. Showed bunt again, took a ball. Tigers by 5 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-0 to the pitcher, Ricks to short for 1, to first for 2. Beautifully done. Started by Ricks, finished by Wiltz. Inning is over with no runs and no hits, nobody left. We've played 4, and it remains Holy Cross 7, Brother Martin 2 at CrescentCitySports.com.
Remember, fans, you can watch this evening's game
fifth we go. Tigers in command, 7-2 over Brother Martin. Ken Trahan, Danny Ream, Brian Broussard will get it started. Toward the hole, Faust backhand pick, does everything he can, but it's a base hit all the way for Brian Broussard. And again, a familiar theme on the first pitch, and he's on. Broussard with his second hit, ninth hit for the Tigers. Mikey Ricks will bat. He has singled and then hit a blistering fly ball, turned into a phenomenal play and a sacrifice fly in the third. So he's had two good at-bats, and he's pitched solidly. Throw to first. It's really what you expect out of this kid. He seems to give you that every time out.
Yeah, he's finding a way. You know, he obviously settled in once he got that lead going back out in the second, but settled in nicely, competing hard, helping offensively, just getting it done on both sides.
And the hack attack continues as he attacks the first pitch, but fouls it out of play as that ball got in on his hands. No balls and a strike. RBI single by Grant Grosh. St. Paul's defeats Jesuit 3-2 as they score a walk-off run in the seventh inning to win it over Jesuit 3-2. We'll have game 2 tomorrow from Heap Field in Covington. Great game there. Missed that one, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. To first with a runner back. And he got him with a pitch down. Bases occupied. Throw to second. Should be a double play. It is. Out at second base. The aggressive base running. Cross Holy Cross, but that's the way they play him. With a 5-run lead, you can understand it. Strike him out, throw him out. Double play, 2 gone.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. Looked like Ricks struck out on the ball in the dirt and started up the line, and then for some reason the base runner at first took off towards second. That was...
Didn't have to. Yeah, base is occupied.
Base was occupied, right. Ricks was out.
There's Blake Lewis. So each team with a double play now. Lewis take a good hook for a strike. Lewis doubled. Scored a run. Drove home a run. Back in the third inning. Bounced that one. It's 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Again, a big salute to Chip and Matt Merritt taking care of business here today. Fine fashion. High, and it's 3-1. They will be on hand with us tomorrow. Ream's taking a vacation. Oh, what the heck he's doing. Jude Young will come join us for the call. Swinging a foul back. 3-2. At Heap Field in Covington for game 2, St. Paul's Jesuit. Again, the Wolves winning on a walk-off single by Grant Grosh, 3-2 this evening in game 1. Tapped it right through the 5-hole of Dickinson, and the count holding at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Center fielder Delaney has in the pull all the way. Bonuro with another payoff. And again, he fights it off. Good at bat by Lewis. No action in the Holy Cross bullpen area, so Ricks will be out there in the 5th. 3-2. Nice chance for Repath to show his arm off. He does. The inning is over with no runs and a hit. And nobody left on base. Time to take a stretch here from Kirsch Rudy. Bottom of the fifth coming. 7-2 Tigers on top of the Crusaders here at CrescentCitySports.com. Bottom of the fifth inning. A 7-2 lead for Holy Cross over Brother Martin. Kent Trahan along with Danny Ream. And here in the bottom of the fifth, Brother Martin needs to get it going. And they will have an opportunity with the top of the order, Brady Faust, to be followed by Joe Delaney and Trey Morgan. Faust has twice flied to left to Simpson, who's had him played as an opposite field hitter. 70 pitches for Ricks. He's walked 2, struck out 2. He's high and away, ball 1. Towards second. Easy chance for Aguilar, who throws him out. So Adrian Aguilar throws out Brady Faust for out number 1. Joe Delaney has singled and scored and struck out.
Good job there by Mikey of filling the zone up, getting that nice easy ground ball out to Aguilar out at second. You know, Brother Martin down to 8 outs, so you want to just keep taking those away as fast as you can if you're Holy Cross. Let them hit it.
Down for a ball to Delaney. The 1-0 pitch. And got it off the bat, checking his swing, and it's 1-1. It was a foul ball, wasn't it? Umpire to the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike on Delaney. Again, it's been one of those partly cloudy to cloudy evenings. Probably a good thing. The temperature being in the 80s today. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Nice pitch from Ricks, 1-2. He's got a pretty easy motion, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a fluid motion. It's somewhat unique with his leg kick, and he's able to really spot up and change speeds. That's his thing, and compete and be around the zone.
Left side base hit. Oh, this Joe Delaney has had some season, hasn't he? Second hit of the game, came in at 4-12. He's on with 1 out, and Trey Morgan will bat.
12, Trey Morgan.
Made about as nice of a catch as you're going to see.
Oh, man. Did he ever? Trey Morgan has singled, doubled, scored a run. Bats with 1 out. That's 7 hits for the Crusaders. Again, the strategy in a 3-game series, sort of first runner back. Neither team with action in a bullpen. You always want to think ahead. Obviously trying to win, but you don't want to burn it all in one game unless you really feel like you have to go for it. This is hit hard to center. Center fielder back, making the play. Broussard. Boy, a strong arm toward first. Runner dives back in, 2 gone. Again, the hardest play to make. Ball hit right at you hard. And Broussard handled it well.
Number 2, Zach.
And Morgan sure does hit the ball hard, though, doesn't he?
He gets into it. So now from the left side, he's shown great power to the entire ballpark.
Here's Zach Repath, a walk, and he's popped out. Bats with 2 outs here. Three tailgaters show tomorrow morning. 10 a.m. to noon on WGSO 990 a.m. with the one and only Ed Daniels and hopefully Coach Rick Gailey. And I guess I'll tag along for the ride. Hit him hard. 2 on, 2 outs. Repath to first. And now Stuprich gets a chance, and all he's done is go 2 for 2 with a pair of RBI singles. Ed will be happy to know that he'll have the Magic Man on tomorrow morning at about 11:45, making his Kentucky Derby pick. Blaine Starring is going to run at first base.
Pitch runner at first base, Crusaders, number 5, Blaine Starring.
It's appointment listening. It's the 3 Tailgaters show.
Designated
Saturday
hitter,
mornings,
Brennan.
10 a.m. on WGSO 990 a.m. at WGSO.com. I know Danny never misses. He hangs on every word with bated breath.
I listen a lot of times.
That might be an exaggeration, but I know you pay attention.
I need to call in more.
You do.
I use that TuneIn app on my phone and just put it next to me, and I can hear your every word.
Just short. Wiltz the long way. Right on the money. Good arm. He's smooth. He's good. And the inning's over with no runs and a hit. 2 men stranded for the Crusaders. We've played 5. Holy Cross in control. 7-2 at CrescentCitySports.com. On we go to the 6th inning, 7-2 Holy Cross. The new third baseman for Brother Martin is Dominic Roberts. So Robert takes over at third, and Danny Repath got hit by a pitch, and now Robert has replaced him. So you don't like to see that yet. It's a bit of a concern. Ball 1-0 now. To Kate Simpson, had that booming triple back in the second to play to run. Then he had a 2-run single. What a game he's had. Candidate for star of the game, right? Fouled it out of play. It's 1-1. Simpson to be followed by Aguilar and then Goldring here in the 6th. 7-2 Tigers. 1-1. Roll toward first. Morgan to the bag as easy as it gets. 1 out. So they get Simpson out this time around, and now Adrian Aguilar will bat.
Number 6.
Aguilar singled and scored in the second, and Aguilar flied to left in the third. Danny will be talking to a star of the game, the victorious head coach, when this one's over with. At this point, we might have more than one star. Strike called, it's 0-1. Sometimes that happens. You let the game unfold and see how it goes. Still a ways to go in this one. Outcome not decided. Aguilar took one that bounced. It's 1-1. Ball on a strike. And the 1-1. And it's up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the 2-1. Bounced that one, so it's 3-1. Benura faced the minimum last half inning. Has not gotten through an inning unscathed, however. Holy Cross lost a runner on the bases last inning. Double play, as it turned out. Strike him out, throw him out. That's down, so a 1-out walk. This one won't be unscathed either. And that flips the lineup to Ashton Goldring.
Number 1, Ashton Goldring.
Goldring is grounded out 3 times in the leadoff spot for the Tigers. Goldring, a senior. Right-handed swinger, stands in.
Benura needs to try to get another. Oh, they got him.
They got Aguilar at first, and they lose another runner on the bases. Good move by Benura. 2 gone. So Aguilar caught stealing. That's 2 outs. Second they've lost on the bases. But it's the way they play.
Yeah, Brother Martin needs a 0 on the board in the worst way right here. Down 7-2 with only 2 offensive at-bats left.
That will go a long way toward accomplishing it. No balls and a strike on Goldring. One and one. The final, by the way, was John Curtis Christian, 15 and Bird 3. So the Patriots are on to Sulphur again to play the winner of this series. Who knows, they might be on their way over here to watch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. To right, lazy and easy for Brown. He's there. He's got it, and the inning is over. Nothing across for the Tigers. We're on to the bottom of the 6th inning. It remains Holy Cross 7, Brother Martin 2 at CrescentCitySports.com. Bottom of the 6th inning, getting late for Brother Martin. They trail Holy Cross 7-2. And here in the 6th, the Crusaders have Brendan Brown, Ethan Moser, and Jake Dickinson against Mikey Ricks. Ricks only 8 pitches last inning. He's 78 total through 5 innings, still in pretty good shape in that department. Brown is grounded out, struck out. First pitch, foul back, 0-1. Just a workmanlike effort by Ricks.
Yep, real gutsy, competitive, just getting out there and getting it done, finding a way. That's all that matters at this point. Just got to find a way to get the job done.
0-1, strike called. You saw the little hesitation, herky-jerky. He just throws it all at you, right?
It's a unique leg kick when he does that.
No balls and 2 strikes. Down and out, 1-2. Brown trying to get something started for Brother Martin here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Collette the sign. Ricks the 1-2. And he struck him out with a good breaker, down and out. Again, what happens when you get ahead in the count? You can dictate, you can go out of the zone and get a chase.
And get the guys to chase, absolutely. So important to throw strikes early, get ahead, and be able to expand the zone.
1 gone. Ethan Moser is walked, grounded out. Just missed the outer edge. Collette does a good job receiving the ball, doesn't he? Makes pitches look good much of the time. The 1-0 pitch. Bounced it 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Another. And it is 2-1. Two in the second, 4 in the third, 1 in the fourth for Holy Cross. Crusaders with singles in the first and third. It's 7-2, bottom of the sixth. And it is now 3 balls and a strike on Moser. Three-1 to second. Aguilar boots it. And the error results in a base runner. I think just kind of lost concentration. That was not a tough chance.
No, you could tell he was going to get that little last in-between hop that handcuffed him. You could see that one coming. He kind of sat back, and that's the way that the ball played him instead of coming to get a little bit more there. He's had a little bit of a tough day out there at second.
Caden Nash will pinch hit for Dickinson. So Nash gets the opportunity here. Caden Nash, stand in left side. Nash hitting at 188, no homers, 17 driven in. Throw to first, runner back. Caden Nash, a junior, good size at 6 feet, 190 pounds. Ricks to first and runner back. Moser. 2 stolen bases on the season, not a frequent runner. It was a pretty nice size lead. This is corked in the right field, and well, that ball's gone to the wall. On his way to third, Moser, they're going to stop him there on a ringing double by Dickinson, and the door is open. Sometimes it's all it takes. The one mistake by Holy Cross, and now Brother Martin has a chance.
Look, when you get ground balls, you get fly balls. They just have to be outs. They just have to be. And you really open yourself up for bad things to happen, and that's kind of what's going on right here. You give a good team a little opening to run through, and here they come. Now Brother Martin with runners on second and third. Base hit here puts you at 7-4. Trey Gilliard's going to come out and talk things over with Rick just to settle him down. Nothing wrong with him.
Really good staff for Cass Hargis with Trey Gilliard added to that mix. A successful head coach previously at Newman. Ryan Camlade, of course, Ronnie Cornick, who's been doing it for a long time extremely well. Serves in administrative fashion at Holy Cross School as well. Excellent staff. The same is true of Brother Martin with Jeff Lupo, who's earned his opportunity over a long period of time to be the head coach. Mike Capo, Darryl Delsa, Jacob Seward. Excellent names, coaches continuing the fine tradition at Brother Martin. Good to see Barry Hebert in the park today watching.
21, Cole Strombo.
You got
Mark Wisniewski's busy working, I think, man.
I saw Wiz. He was down the line. Yeah, he's around.
That's right. He did have help ticket taking tonight. Cole Strombo is singled. Grounded into a double play. Big chance here. 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Pitch from Ricks. Bounced it. Well, Collette made it look easy, doesn't he? He's good back there.
2 of the best center fielders in the history of Southeastern Louisiana baseball. 1 on each side here with Cass Hargis, the head coach for Holy Cross, and Jacob Seward, an assistant coach for Brother Martin. Both of these teams very aggressive offensively, and Southeastern very aggressive offensively. So you can start to put the pieces of the puzzle together that these SLU alums are bringing that style of baseball to the league.
Quick visit by Collette to Ricks. Ricks electing to pitch from the full windup, even with the runner at second, the 1-0. Up the middle, it's going to be a 2-run single. 1 run is home, second runner to the plate. He will score, and just like that, it's a 7-4 ball game. A 2-run single by Cole Strombo, his second hit of the game. Again, you make the mistake, and it gets compounded.
Absolutely. It hardly ever fails. You got to get the outs when you can get them. You can't give good teams more than 3 outs in an inning. You're asking for trouble. And this is really exactly what Brother Martin needed. You were down 7-2. you had to bridge the gap here in the 6th to try to give yourself a chance and put yourself in striking distance in the 7th. So, you know, that's 2 big runs to make it a 3-run ball game now. With only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, and you still got your last at bat in the 7th. So Brother Martin has closed the gap. We'll see what happens.
Brady Faust, 0 for 3. He's fly to left twice, grounded the second, showed bunt, took a ball, got the third baseman charging. Timpany, it's 1-0. One ball and no strikes. Hard hit to left, right at the left fielder again. You talk about having a guy who scouted right. 3 balls hit right at Simpson off the bat of Faust, who made good contact, but he's out, and 2 are gone. Joe Delaney will bat.
Number 1.
He's had 2 hits. He scored a run. He's 2 for 3.
We got a final out of Baton Rouge. Ken St. Aug got beat by Catholic once again today, 9-3. So that series is over. Catholic wins that one 2-0.
Catholic, a class program, always there. Second a year ago. Still an outstanding season for Al Robinson and the Purple Knights. Strike called at 0-1. They've got a good future. They really do. (7-4) Holy Cross now. Down and out. Boy, nice pick by Collette again. He's really good back there.
He's a really good athlete, and actually he wants to make the move to the outfield. He's going to San Jack Junior College next year, and I believe he's planning on making a move from behind the plate out into the outfield. He's definitely a good enough athlete, runs well enough to do that.
Down and out again. Look at the way he shifts his weight and makes that play look easy. That's pro stuff there. It's 2-1. The things you look for from catchers. He's not stabbing in a ball, and when the ball's close to the zone, the way he receives it, he'll frame it up very nicely. High throw to first, runner back. If Ricks comes out, his replacement is likely on the field. At this stage of the game, Wiltz perhaps. That's why you don't have anybody throwing in the bullpen. And again, this mess started with an error. 2-1 the count. Stretch pitch. Ooh, pretty good pitch there. Late call, but a good pitch. It's a strike, and it's 2-2. And again, Collette holding it there for the home plate umpire to see it. 2-2 the count. Rick's ready on 2-2. Rick's pitching. Just second, Aguilar gets another chance. He'll go the short way for the force, and the inning is over. Brother Martin gets back in it with a couple of runs and a couple of hits. One big error. Crusaders strand 2. They've left 8 in the game. On to the 7th, scheduled for 7. It's Holy Cross 7, Brother Martin 4 at CrescentCitySports.com. Seventh inning arrives. 7-4 Holy Cross.
Leading off the 7th inning.
Hits are even at 9. Both teams have hit the ball well in the game. Alex Wiltz will get it started. Chris Collette and Frank Timpany to follow. Brandon Benora still out there, and there's a line drive, deep short, knocked down, base hit. Would have been a really tough play. Backhand, even if he gets it, I don't think he throws out Wiltz. Base hit for Alex, 10th hit for Holy Cross. Tigers had the leadoff man on.
4,
Once
Chris
again, he hit what pitch?
First pitch.
Thank you. Here's Chris Collette. Homer, double, reached on an error. He's been good.
Holy Cross would like to get another run or two here just to spread this thing out a little bit more. 3 runs is not, a huge undertaking in high school baseball with the metal bats. So you always want to keep scoring, try to extend that lead, see if you can get to 8 or 9 here in the top of the 7th.
No balls and a strike on Collette. Straight up. Who wants it? Right fielder didn't see it. Now he comes hard. Basket catch made by Brown. Second baseman wasn't in position. I don't know that he saw it. Brown didn't see it. Ball hung up a long time though, and Brown was able to run it down.
Number 7,
One gone.
Timpany.
Here's Timpany, a walk and a run scored, 0 for 2. Got him picked off. Morgan runs him towards second, bounces the throw. Fake, throw, stays in it, throw, stays in it, tagged out. 1-3, 6-3, 2 outs. That's the 3rd runner they've lost on the bases. Wiltz is erased. So not exactly the best base running in this game on either side.
No, and now you got 2 outs, nobody on, so it's going to be tough to add on. So Brother Martin, if they can keep it at 7 or 4, you're definitely in striking distance in the bottom of the 7th. Looks like Ricks should be going back out because we haven't seen anybody throw.
Strike 2 call. Well, we know that Wiltz can take over at any point, but he's not loosening now, and he just, of course, was erased on the bases.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing, if they were trying to hurry up and run him somewhere just to toss a little bit, but I guess he might be comfortable getting loose on the mound.
Just missed it, Benura. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. Toward first, and that is fair ball. Into the corner. It's going to end up being a single. Very close play. That ball was right by the bag as Timpany struck that down the first base side. It goes as a single. And you can judge for yourself right here. This is very close, Danny.
Yeah, it looked like, from what I could see, it went right inside the bag. Had some spin on it, so it got inside the bag and then spun off into foul territory. But it did look to me like it got inside the bag.
Here's Brian Broussard, 2 hits, a run scored, 2 for 3, ball down and out. 1-0. Runner back. And another throw over.
20 combined hits between the 2 teams.
We kind of predicted that early on, didn't we?
Yep.
Down and out, 2-0. Again, Holy Cross, a couple of opportunities to blow this open. 2 great plays in the outfield by Brother Martin. And then they've run into outs on the bases 3 times. But as mentioned, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. That is how they play. Runner back. That's high and away, 3-0. Broussard with 2 hits, waits, another throw to first. Timpany back yet again. Down and in, he's on. 4-pitch walk. What this inning could have been, right, for Holy Cross. Again, they lose a runner on the bases. Mike Capo to the mound. I don't see any action in the Brother Martin bullpen. Again, you think about the long haul in a 3-game series. You want to win the game and do whatever you can to do it. But you have to be careful about how you use your pitching in these situations.
Right, you want to make sure that if you do have to, if you're Brother Martin and you can't win this one, you have to sweep a doubleheader tomorrow, you got to make sure you get your arms lined up, and that's where it's a big advantage if you win this first game here tonight, because you can kind of cherry pick how you do things tomorrow, because you just got to win 1 out of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Completely different for the team that's got to try to sweep a doubleheader. They got to go with their next best guy in game 1 and hope they can piece the day together. So you need all hands on deck. So, even if Brother Martin drops this one, if Benura can give him a complete game,
22,
they've got everybody else for tomorrow in their attempt to win 2.
Mikey Ricks, an RBI on a sac fly. He singled. He's 1 for 2. Good breaking ball, 0-1. Brother Martin is to have any chance, they've got to keep it right here. And the 0-1. Ricks hard to center. Center fielder with a play. Making the catch is Delaney. The inning is over. No runs, 2 hits. And 2 men stranded for the Tigers. They've left 5. Last chance coming for the Crusaders. And he will head down. Holy Cross 7. Brother Martin 4 at CrescentCitySports.com.
Trey Morgan.
On to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for Brother Martin, trailing 7-4. Morgan cranks a base hit to right. First pitch he sees against a new pitcher, Alex Wiltz. Morgan's 3 for 4. Leadoff man is on. 10th hit for Brother Martin. They're not done yet.
Number 3,
Dominic Robert will bat. Remember, Repath left the game, hit by a pitch earlier. And now Dominic Robert in there in a big situation against Alex Wiltz, the reliever for the Tigers, trying to pick up the save. Strike called, it's 0-1. Morgan attacked the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Down and out, 1-1. Ricks threw 97 pitches. He went 6 innings. He allowed 4 runs, but only 2 earned on 9 hits. Walked 2, struck out 3, hit a batter. Throw to first, threw it away, but nobody advancing. 2-1 the count. Ricks can win, cannot lose. Pitcher of record, obviously, and Alex Wiltz trying to pick up the save here for Holy Cross. Wiltz, 12 appearances. It's his 13th of the year and his 12th out of the bullpen. right field, long run. Right fielder can't get it. Base hit. Throw to second. Safe there. Crusaders will get the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the seventh in the person of Brennan Stupridge. Here comes Brother Martin. Mentioned Wiltz. He's 0-1. Earned run average 2.23, but he has 6 saves. 22 innings, 15 hits, 7 runs earned. He's walked 11, struck out 29. He's hit 5, strikeout pitcher, but they've made contact for 2 hits in a row. Here's Stupridge, 2 for 3 with 2 RBI. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Each team with 11 hits in the game now. No balls and a strike. Stupridge waits. 0-1. Down. It's 1-1. Straight away defensively. Holy Cross looking for the double play ball. Sun setting in New Orleans. 1-1 the count. Wiltz ready. Wiltz pitching. Breaking ball strike. Quality pitch. 1-2. Good stuff. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another. Struck him out looking. Beautiful pitch by Wiltz. 1 out. Big out there. Got a tough out. Now Brendan Brown.
7, Brendan Brown.
Brown has struck out twice, grounded out. In need of a hit here. Senior will talk it over with his coach, Jeff Lupo. That makes the pitcher, Wiltz, wait. With 1 out, Brown will settle in. Double play could end it. Long ball could tie it. Brown hasn't tagged one this year, but he's got pop. Kickoff move to second, runner back easily. It's Morgan who has a 3-hit game. We've seen that before. Strike call, Wiltz gets ahead. Alex Wiltz, the senior, looking for his 7th save of the year. 0-1 the count. Breaker missing, 1-1. A ball and a strike. And the pitch on the way. Corked into right center field and hard toward the gap. 1 run will score. 2 runs are going to score. Runner for third. He is there with a triple, and it is a 7-6 ball game. Brendan Brown, 2-run triple, and it's 7-6, and the tying run is 90 feet away. What a blow struck by Brendan Brown. And now Ethan Moser with the tying run at third will bat, and a visit to the mound by Cass Harges. What a comeback by Brother Martin, fighting as hard as you can fight. Now how are they going to play it? In at the corners. Here is Moser. Stretch and the pitch. Moser took it high. 1 ball and no strikes. Left-handed hitter waits the pitch. Fouled out of play. A ball and a strike on Ethan Moser. 7-6 Holy Cross. Bottom of the 7th inning. And there goes Collette to the mound to talk to his hurler. One ball, one strike. Wiltz ready. Wiltz pitches. Swinging a foul down the left field side. And the count now is 1-2. Wiltz desperately wants the strikeout. Moser wants to put it in play. Brown wants to score from third. 7-6 Tigers. Bottom of the 7th. Wiltz is ready with the 1-2 pitch outside, and it is 2-2. Two balls and two strikes. And the 2-2 pitch outside. It is full 3-2. Dickinson is on deck. Three balls and two strikes. Foul back to the screen. Let's do it again at 3-2. Impressive stuff. All around. Wiltz gets the sign. Another payoff pitch. Foul back to the screen. What a battle this is. Holding at 3-2. Ready once again. Here it comes. Foul back once again. What an at-bat. Ninth pitch in the at-bat about to be made. At 3 balls and 2 strikes on Ethan Moser, who's driven in 12 on the season. Here it comes. Ball 4 down and in. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And the opportunity now becomes that of Jake Dickinson, who ripped the double, scored a run in the 6th. He's lined to right, popped to second. And now if you're Jeff Lupo, do you send the runner from first base, try to get him in the scoring position, or try to bait a throw? Right now, the double play's in order, so they're back at second and short, as you would imagine. We'll be in at third with Tiffany. Salta Famaggio holds the runner at first. Here's the pitch from Wiltz. Strike call. Wiltz typically very tough on right-handers with that motion. No balls and a strike. Seven, 6 Tigers, bottom of the 7th. Tying run at third, winning run at first, 1 out, and the 0-1. Tap foul behind the plate. Dickinson in the hole, 0-2. Well, some game here in game 1. So glad to be able to bring it to you here at CrescentCitySports.com. No balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Big hook got him out number 2. Now the infield can play normal depth as Cole Strombo, with bat in hand, strides to the plate. Strombo 2 for 3. Bunt single in the 2nd. Grounded into a double play in the 4th. 2-run single in the 6th inning, which pulled Brother Martin close enough to have a shot. And now he's up there with the game on the line. First and third, 2 outs. And the pitch. Strike is called. Wiltz gets ahead. No balls and a strike. And here's the 0-1. Runner goes. Swinging a pop foul out of play. Aggressive baseball, but now Holy Cross is a strike from a win. At no balls and 2 strikes. High drama here at Greg Sherman Field at Kirsch Rooney Stadium. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs, 1 run game. Runner takes off for second. They're going to bluff to throw there. Continue to look at him, trying to steal the run, and he just takes the bag. So now what that means is a base hit could win the game. A stolen base for Moser. Holy Cross elected not to play it and try to get the hitter. And the buzzing continues. On 0-2, Wiltz getting the sign. Here's the pitch to Strombo, outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Wiltz with the 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the Holy Cross Tigers hold on to win a thriller by the score of 7-6 here this evening. What a thrilling game. Extremely fun to watch, even better to call. It's a 7-6 victory for the Holy Cross Tigers over the Brother Martin Crusaders here this evening. What a finish. Brendan Brown made it as interesting as could get with a 2-run triple. But they couldn't get the tying run home. And 7-6 the final. Danny Ream getting ready to talk to the winning head coach and our stars of the game. We'll get them over to visit. And right now he's got Mikey Ricks in position as well as Alex Wiltz. So let's go down to Danny Ream.
All right, thanks, Ken. Down here with Cass Hargis. 7-6. It was like the Catholic League, typical Catholic League with a playoff twist.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was exactly what we expected it to be. I think our guys handled it well because we approach every game that way. You know, we try to bring the same energy. The opponent doesn't dictate the energy that we play with or, you know, the stakes for the game because it's a playoff game. We don't treat it any differently. We try to treat every game like that. I think you saw that in the bottom to 7. You know, it was like we've been there before, and we just went out and did what we had to do.
Team swung the bat really well. Y'all were hitting some missiles throughout the course of the ball game.
We were, and over the last few weeks, our approach has been really good at the plate. We've done a good job of making it simple and just simply taking balls and swinging at strikes. And when they threw balls in the zone, we were able to put the barrel on it, and you know, good things happen.
All right, here with Mikey Ricks. Mikey, competitor, man. You just get out there and compete. I said it during the broadcast to Ken. At this point in the season, it's just about getting it done.
No doubt. I mean, when you have a team like this behind you, I mean, the chemistry we have with this team, I mean, no one has a doubt, as you can see in the 7th. And that dugout, that kid hits a triple. We know what's happening next. You know, not a lot of teams can say that. So, I mean, I know when Alex Wiltz gets on the mound, in my mind, whether they come within 1 run or we're up by 10, I know the game's over. And I just love my team more than anything to have my back. I told them, I said, guys, in the beginning, I said, look, some of us didn't even know this was a quarterfinal game, you know? Like, we just came out here, like Coach Cass said, we never worry about the opponent. We come out, we do us, and the scoreboard should end up in our favor every time.
It's a best-of-3 series, so you've won the first one. So you get to come out here tomorrow knowing you got to take 1 out of 2 and you're off to sulphur once again.
Yes, sir, no doubt. I mean, that's a dream that us 6 seniors and 2 juniors had last year, and, you know, to bring that feeling back to a team like this with this chemistry, I mean, it would just be such a great feeling, but like, we're just going to come out here to do the same thing again tomorrow.
All right, well, best of luck. Ken, an exciting 7-6 win for the Holy Cross Tigers. Back up to you.
All right, Danny, thanks very much. Indeed, a terrific game here. 7-6, Holy Cross holds on to defeat Brother Martin here this evening in what was just an outstanding game at Kirsch Rooney Stadium. We'll take a timeout here. We'll continue in just a moment. Glad you've joined us for this one. Back in a moment here at CrescentCitySports.com. Welcome back. Ken Trahan along with Danny Ream from Crescent Stadium. What a game we had here this evening as the Holy Cross Tigers held on to beat the Brother Martin Crusaders 7-6. Here are the totals of the game. For Holy Cross, 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 5 men left. For Brother Martin, 6 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, 10 left on base. Winning pitcher tonight was Mikey Ricks. 6 innings, 2 earned runs. He goes to 8-4 with the win. The losing pitcher was Brandon Bonura. And with the loss, he drops to 8-2 on the year. And you give a save, shaky but hard-earned, to Alex Wiltz, his 7th save of the season. The game took 2 hours and 3 minutes to play, and it's a victory for Holy Cross, 7-6 in thrilling fashion. Danny, I don't know that we would have expected anything less from these two teams, the way they compete and, with the skill they have. Brother Martin won 5 straight. They weren't going to go down without a fight. They had the tying run at third, winning run at second to end the game, but Alex Wiltz made his pitches and got Strombo after he got Dickinson. Back-to-back strikeouts with that tying run at third. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's a great thing about the Catholic League in general is just the pride that the teams and the schools bring to the ballpark with them each and every time out. And then when you throw that little playoff twist in there where you're trying to get yourself out to Sulphur and into the semifinal round, it's just a great environment. It was a great atmosphere when I was down there waiting to go out and interview the winners. You could really feel the energy on the field on both sides. Brother Martin fighting as hard as they could, trying to make a great comeback, and Holy Cross trying to hang on and get that first win, which they were able to do. So, the teams just have a lot of pride in this league, and that's really where you're at right now with these two teams competing with each other is tons of pride, fighting hard, all the way down to the very last strike. As this one went, and a 7-6 win for Holy Cross.
Well, just a really good game, of course, now. This series will shift to Saturday, and Game 2, it's a best of 3. We want to remind everyone, best of 3. This doesn't decide anything. Game 2 will be tomorrow, and that's a 5:30 game scheduled here at Crescent Stadium. A third and deciding game would follow at 8 p.m. There's a possibility we would have that game at CrescentCitySports.com, depending on what happens in Covington tomorrow because we will be bringing you Game 2 of St. Paul's, the 3rd seed, against the 6th seed Jesuit. 2 p.m. is start time. Jude Young will join me for the call. St. Paul's won a 3-2 walk-off thriller against Jesuit earlier this evening. If there is a Game 3 in Covington, we'll have that between Jesuit and St. Paul's. If not, and there's a Game 3 here, we'll have this one for you. We're determined to bring you Game 3. That's what we're saying. And the way these two games were played between Holy Cross Brother Martin and St. Paul's Jesuit, there's a pretty good bet that will happen.
Yeah, these teams are competing hard. They're excited. It's playoff time of the year, so you leave it all out on the field. You get after it, and that's going to be, for Jesuit now at St. Paul's, and, of course, Brother Martin here with Holy Cross, is you've got to play it like it's single elimination. You can't lose again. So you got to come out worrying about trying to win Game 1 tomorrow, and you get that win, and then you move on to Game 2 with whatever you got left. But you can't leave any pitchers on the bench. You can't plan for the next one because there may not be a next one for Brother Martin and Jesuit tomorrow. They've got to come out and put all their effort, all their eggs into that basket, so to speak, in that first game and make sure you win that one, and then you'll have an opportunity to try to sweep the doubleheader.
Well, just a thrilling game, to say the least, in this one. You had just a terrific individual performance on the one hand by Ricks, who pitched extremely well. You had a really good performance by Chris Collette, who homered and doubled. A really good performance by Cade Simpson, tripled, single, drove in 3. Brother Martin had a great effort by Trey Morgan, 3 hits in the game. And, of course, the big hit by Brown, but it wasn't enough as Holy Cross holds on to win it 7-6. Danny, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was a great one.
Appreciate you, and want to thank Chip and Matt Merritt for a job well done as always. And always, we want to thank those of you who viewed here this evening. Now, this is Ken Trahan saying thanks for joining us, and be a good sport. Our final score again, 7-6 Holy Cross over Brother Martin. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.